Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome here. So we start sitting tonight, just getting comfortable on your heels or on a bolster, however you're comfortable. And then take a deep breath in and close your eyes. Let your gaze fall down into your heart. And be aware of how you're feeling. Drawing your awareness inwards. You take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, slowly breathe out. Notice how the breath centers us into this moment. And on the inhalation, it creates an opening in the chest, an expansion. An opening out of the heart. And then as we exhale, it leaves us with a sense of grounding, settling, the letting go. So breathing in this moment on the inhalation and slow exhale. So we can inhale now for 5, holding the breath for 5. And as you exhale, breathe out for 5 to 7. So lengthen the exhalation. Let go and breathe away all that doesn't serve you. Setting your intention for the practice and then align the intention, the reason why you're here, why did you tune in? Aligning the intention with your commitment as you commit to the next 55 minutes. So that brings a freshness and a willingness to be here. Aligning that all with your body, your heart and your mind. And now we can bring the palms of the hands together. Again, just start simple movement with the arms. As you inhale, reach up, open the arms wide, look up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the palms together, lower the hands back down to your heart. So 3 breaths. Inhale, reach up. Open wide and exhale, bring the palms together, down to the heart. Once more, inhale, open wide, exhale, palms together, lower the hands back to your heart. Now inhale, take the elbows wide, like a W, draw the shoulder blades together, and as you exhale, bring the palms together. Nice movement and stretch here for the arms, especially for the neck. This is the Y, from here we're going to the W, and these movements help us to, the consonance with the I, helps us to prevent the Taoist hump in the back, especially seeing that we half of the day on our devices lately. Inhale, open the arms wide, draw the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, bring the palms together. Now open the arms out into the T, inhale, open the arms wide. Draw the arms back, feel that lovely stretch here under the collarbones, and exhale, bring the palms together. Breathe in, open wide. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, wide. And palms together. And now we're going to inhale and take the arms into the L's. Take the arms parallel to the floor, the lower arms. The elbows hug into your waist. You draw the elbows back and draw the shoulder blades together. And exhale, bring the palms together. Inhale. Feel the opening in the heart. Let love into the heart. L for love. Exhale, palms together. Then once more, inhale. Elbows hug in, arms go wide. Draw the shoulder blades together, exhale, palms together. And now interlace your fingers behind your back. So now we're coming into the I. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together, look up to the sky, lift the breastbone. And as you exhale, go forwards, bow to the earth, let your arms lift up and go behind you. Let your hands rise up to the sky. And then inhale, come back up. Lift the breastbone, look up to the sky, and as you exhale, go forwards, lift the arms over your head as far as you can. Inhale, coming up, looking up, And last time, exhale, bow, go forwards. And then you can relax the arms here by your side in child pose. So that movement, the YWTLI, do that every day. And that will help, as I said, prevent the doubter's hump. It will help to eliminate the rounded shoulders. Counteract that daily cell phone check all the time. And it strengthens our neck muscles. So here in child, we have pressure here on the ankles. We stretch the shins. We stretch along the spine. So take the arms now over and reach forwards with the arms. Just resting here. Have a little bit of space between the knees so that there's space for the breastbone to come down to the earth. Let your heart bow to the earth. So we're holding this for 2 minutes. So breathing and relaxing into the shape. Lovely stretch for the back, all along the spine. And stretching the front of the ankles, the shins, as I said, while in the back of the legs, we deeply compress the legs. And that compression is also very beneficial to improve the circulation. The minute we come up and we release and straighten the legs, there's a flush of blood through the legs where we compressed before. So just resting here on the forehead, where it's very calming and cooling for the mind, because through the back layer of the body here, from the eyebrow all the way down to the coccyx, and then down in the hamstrings all the way down to the little fifth toe, is where your urinary bladder meridians run. And now we can walk the hands further forward, spread your fingers wide, lift the elbows off the floor. Inhale, come onto all fours. We can come here into the bear animated movement. So we tuck the tailbone up and down while we slide from side to side. And before we're going to go into our Yin Poses for the night, we're just going to do a Yang flow. So turn your toes under, straighten your legs as you come into downwards facing dog. Elongate out of your shoulders, just warming the legs and the feet up. Do a dancing dog, so bend one knee and then the other. We can also warm the toes up. So here, press into your left heel while you press the back of the right toes into the floor. Feel that sweet stretch over the soles of the feet into the metatarsals, and then flex forwards and back over the top of the toes. And now rotate around. This is something to remember if you ever have hay fever or sinuses. This is the reflex points for the sinuses and the neck. So by rotating the toes, we improve the flexibility of the neck. And then do the other side. Straighten the right leg, push into the right heel, press into the back of the left toes, flick forwards and back over the toes. Now rotate around and around in one direction, then the other. And come back into dog. Lift both heels high. And then push into both heels as if you're pushing into thick mud, into the resistance. And now talking about the head or the neck, shall I say, just let's nod the head as if we're saying yes. Just to release tension in the neck. So downwards dog is an inversion. The head is here below the heart. Now look from side to side. As if you're saying no. Good, and relax. Swing your right leg up to the sky and take a big step forwards between your hands. If you can't do that, grab your foot, bring it forwards. So step between the hands and then step your back foot to your front foot and hang here into the forward bend. So make sure you've got equal weight on the front and the back of the feet, on the toes and the heels. You can start by folding your arms so that the weight of your arms lengthen your spine. And
And then release the arms just hanging. And now you can bend the knees and then slowly start to roll up to standing.
Coming up to standing, standing tall here. And tonight we're going to do the walking the dragon flow. So we're going to start with the right leg, starting with a balance. So draw up from the earth with your right leg. So this is the stalk. I'm just going to change size so that I can see. So stalk is a balance. Feel the left leg balancing as you hold the right leg up here. And now take a deep step back. And then we're going to, from here, we're going to pivot and tilt. We're going to go into the warrior, this is the warrior flow, to the other side. And here we're going to keep the torso perpendicular. And dragon is going to reach out, spread your wings, reaching out, keep your torso perpendicular. Inhale, come back to center. Turning to, take your arms wide and then turn to the other side. Spread your wings wide. Inhale, back to center. And now this time we're going to lean in. Bring your chest onto your knee as you're trying to lean in and reach out. Come on the tip of your back toes. Inhale, back to center. Pivot and tilt. And again, leaning in. Leaning in. Chest can come towards the knee here and retract. Take your arms wide. And now we're going to reach back to the right. You're going to lean in, get your balance, take your arms to the side. And when you're ready, lift the back foot off. Balancing here like Virasana free. You can reach forward, you can flap your wings to fly. And then inhale, come back up. Lift now the left knee up. Balance here back in the stalk. And then take a big step back. Take your arms wide, and then as you reach, pivot and tilt, you take again the arms wide. You come back to center, you reach to the side. So reaching out. You keep your torso perpendicular, feel that nice stretch through the back hip flexor. Inhale to center. Exhale, this time reaching in, forwards, leaning in. Just leaning in. Inhale, come up. So make movements here with mindful movements with the arms. And again, you're going to lean in, reaching forwards. Draw back to center. And now we're going to fly this time again. So you're going to come forward, you're going to lean in, bend your chest onto your knee. Get your balance here, come onto the tip of the back toe. And when you're ready, straighten the front leg and take flight. You can flap your wings here. And then inhale, draw back up into the stalk. And take a big step back. Take your arms wide. And now we're going to come from here into the golden seed flow. So come into the open horse. Bend your knees. You can have a little shift here from side to side. Or you can come on your hands on your knees. Or you can come with your elbows onto your knees. And then we can take the head forwards, take the arms behind you for the drinking bird. So from here we're going to bend the knees, swing the arms up, come up into the rocking horse. Exhale, dive down, drinking bird. Inhale, rocking horse. Exhale, drinking bird. And now lower the arms. Interlace your fingers and shift from side to side as we're here hanging in the elephant. Imagine elephants is playing with his trunk with the fishes in the water. So you move from side to side, create a figure of 8 maybe here on the floor with your hands. And then bring your hands to center, raise your right arm up as elephant twist to the right. Exhale, lower your hand and inhale, elephant twist to the left. Exhale, lower your hand. And now walk your hands forwards and then step your right foot back and step your left foot back. Elongate out of your shoulders, back into dog.
And now from here we can swing the right leg up to the sky and then bring the knee forwards into our sleeping swan.
So bring a knee towards your right hand. You can bend the back leg at a 90-degree angle if you wish, and you need to do the baby swan. And now we can all come forwards and relax here in your choice of swan, either sleeping, baby or flying swan. So we're going to hold this for 3 minutes. So just relax into it. There's not too much weight here on that front knee. Slightly push into the hands so that you back off the knee, or push into the elbows. The other option is just a small lift of the belly button into the spine. That will take you straight into the back of your hips. And now relax. Just melt and stay here for 2.5 more minutes. So relaxing and melting. So be mindful of where the stretch is stretching for you. The main target area for us here is the outside of the thigh and our buttocks. So feeling and breathing. So Yin Yoga is a practice of mindfulness. We stay with the breath while we explore the body's inner landscapes. It's a very tough fibrous band of tissue. Stretch here from the below the knee all the way up to the crest of the ilium, the hip bone, and that's why it's called the iliotibia. This band of fascia hangs from the gluteals. It is full of nerve fibers. It's a part of the body that my dissection teacher Gil Hedley said you should never use rollers on, because first of all you squash the muscle cells into these nerve fibers, and then you can also damage the nerves. Every cell in our body is alive, and as we stretch here in the Yin way, we awaken the inner communication pathways of the body. We lengthen and stretch into places in the body that we've forgotten we had. We open up spaces close to the core, and often in those places we store emotional issues, the issues in our tissues. So these emotions might come up for you while you're in a Yin shape. So pay attention to what is happening. Feel into the feelings, the physical feelings in the body, and how does that emotionally make you feel? What are the feelings like? Are they pleasant? Are they neutral? Or are they unpleasant? Right, we can slowly come up. So walk your way back. And now let's swing the back leg forwards into a half butterfly. So coming into half butterfly, the legs out as wide as you can. So we're going to turn towards the straight leg. Or if you have issues with your SI joint and you prefer to be centered between the two legs, then that's fine. You know, you can make micro shifts in the shapes just to find where do you need a stretch tonight. You can go over the straight leg, so we go forward as far as the body allows us to go. We soften the straight knee. No, you don't lock into the joint, you don't hold on to that foot, you let it go, you let it flop. And then you relax and just melt. And breathe. So gentle stretch here for the back of the straight leg, which will stimulate our kidney and urinary bladder meridian energy. And at the same time, we also stretch the inner thighs, and that will activate our liver chi. if you over the straight leg, you might feel this on the left, on your right side here, on the bent leg side, and on the hip side as well. And that's where we have the gallbladder meridian running. So the Yin practice is like having a needleless acupuncture session. It stimulates the qi. It applies pressure and different forms of stresses in the body, which activate the qi, the life force. And it's the qi that help to transport nutrients to our cells, messages. It helps to keep our joints supple, and in the same time it helps to lubricate the joints. The qi is the life force, it's like a water that's everywhere in the body. So just like the earth, every human body consists of water, equal amounts of water and matter. We consist of between 90 and 60% of water, depending on our age. And as we age, after the age of 35, we start to dry out. Synovial fluid dries up, things get shorter and tighter in the joints and the tendons. And the Yin practice is a wonderful way to help us to maintain that balance between our muscular strength and our joint flexibility. So gentle stretch here also along the spine. So just relax, breathe and melt. So scan the body. If there is any tension, soften. Breathe into that part. Let that part know it's safe to let go. Notice also, as we hold the shapes, and the more you relax, the deeper you will be able to go into the shape without any effort from your part. And we can slowly start to come up, stacking the spine. Okay, now from here we're going to go backwards. So you can have support. If you have support, you can have it along your spine. Or you can lean against a wall or a sofa. Lift your right leg up. And then you can bring your left leg closer to the right foot. And now from here, let's actually twist before we go deeper into it. So hug the knee here onto your chest and reach up with your left hand. As you reach up to the ceiling, to the sky, and as you exhale, you can either hold on to this knee or you can take the elbow across the knee if your femur is long enough, or your elbow humerus bone is long enough so that you can do that. And then we can slightly use this hand, if you over the knee, to push it away towards the center line, or you can just hug it and pull it towards the center. Lengthen and lift your spine and then look over your right shoulder. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper and further towards the right. So you create space in the body as you inhale, and on the exhalation we move into that space a little bit further. A little bit further, this time maybe from the hips. Good, and to come out, we're going to release, you're going to reach up, make a big rainbow across the sky, and then bring your hand to the floor, and now bring your right foot back. So taking the right foot back, sitting next to the right foot, and then from here, we're going back into half saddle. So you can either go back just on your arms. You can stay here on the arms. If you want, you can come onto the elbows. And if you have support, you can relax onto the bolster or against the chair or the sofa. And we're going to hold this for 3 minutes. So this now is a stretch for our quadriceps on the right side. So we've done the iliotibias, we've done the inner thigh, and now we're doing the front of the leg. all around the right thigh. If you're flat on the floor here, then you can also bend your straight leg. That will make the stretch stronger for you. You know, it is not about, I just want to say, it's not about going back here. It is about stretching the quadriceps muscle. So if you go back and this knee lift off, then you're just taking that stretch into your ankle. And I don't think that's very comfortable. It's not for me, and it doesn't look very comfortable when I see people doing that. So rather stay up and feel that stretch here through the front. You know, it took me about 3 years to go back. You know, you can stretch a muscle can stretch and stretch. And eventually, if you go beyond the elasticity of the muscle, you come into the joint flexibility. And that is where you can stop, where it can stop you eventually till over time, you can go beyond that tightness of the joints, and then you can go slightly further back. So just going back as far as what feels comfortable and safe for you. So take your time. You have got 2.5 more minutes to be here. When we stretch the front, we open our hip flexors. And our hip flexors gets very tight when we sit on a chair. If you do a lot of driving, or if you sit at your desk all day, or if you watch TV all day. And as life is at the moment, most of us work from home, and we sit for longer time than ever before. We don't get up now to go and buy lunch. We don't walk as far. We don't get up to go and have a chat at somebody else's desk. So this stretch, these quadriceps stretches will be a beautiful way to maintain the balance between the hamstring and the quadriceps. Because when we sit on a chair, our hamstrings lengthen, the whole of the back of the body lengthen. And it is one of the reasons, chair sitting, that the back of the body collapse or actually lengthen, and the front collapse as we age. Because we sit more, and sitting is a yin activity, than doing the counter stretches, which are the back bends. It lengthens the hamstrings, but it weakens the hamstrings too. Therefore, exercise is important to maintain strong, strengthen the hamstrings. So just breathing and relaxing. Feeling the sensations here in the quadriceps. This will stimulate the stomach and the spleen meridian energy. All right, just one more deep breath here. Good, and to come out of this, now you can just roll away from the bent leg and release it. And then take a moment here to pause. You can lay back on your mat. Take a moment pausing and just feeling the sensations on the right side. How does the right leg, the thigh, all around it, how does it feel different from the left? That's the best part. This is the best part of the yin practice. You can feel the reward of the effort you just put in. And the effort of the yin practice lies in the time. You don't need effort. You relax, but you have to hold it. That's where the power lies of Yin Yoga. The power lies in the time. To feel the difference between left and right. Right, so now let's reverse this cycle. So bend your knees. And we can rock forwards and back here on the spine to massage the back. And then we can start by stretching the quads. So we're going backwards now to do the same thing on the other side. So coming back into the quadriceps stretch. So bend your left knee and then take the foot to the outside. And again, we're going back here as far as you can. So wherever the body stops, if you have support, use that. Otherwise, just support your body with the arms or the elbows. There we go. When we do back bends, it naturally opens the heart. It helps to eliminate rounded shoulders. And back bends can also be very uplifting. If you have stomach cramps, abdominal discomfort, bloatedness, then back bends is a wonderful way to help to shift that. You know, we get different forms of energy. When there's stagnation in the body, it can cause that throbbing pain, discomfort feeling. And then sometimes the chi flow can also become rebellious. Then you get hiccups and vomiting or burping. So if there's any imbalances, stretch it out, open it. It's just melting. And focus on the breath. Mindful awareness of all the sensations in the body. And how the breath creates movement in the body. Feel the turning points of the breath, the in and the out. Pay attention to the sensations in the areas that we're stretching. Can you feel that slow unwinding, unraveling, soft lengthening happening? Two more deep breaths. Good, we can slowly start to come up. So use your abdominal muscles to come up in your arms. Okay, and then we can lift this knee and then hug it into your chest. Now place the left hand behind you. Again, we're going to lengthen and reach up here with the right arm. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the elbow over and then push the knee to center line, or if you can't take the arm over, then just pull, hugging the knee here towards the center line. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen the spine. We always have to lengthen the spine if we do a seated twist. Keep it safe, otherwise we can compress the vertebrae. And then looking over the shoulder, on the exhalation, twist here from the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, lift the spine, exhale, twist from the rib cage. And last time, inhale. And again, as you exhale, moving into that space, but this time from the pelvis. Good, and release. Inhale, reach up, take the arm wide, rainbow over. And now you can drop the knee out to the side and we're back into the half butterfly. So going forwards here, over the straight leg, or if you prefer, between the two legs. Go forwards as far as what's comfortable and doable. And then wherever the body stops, that's your edge, that's where we stay. Check in, is the knee soft? Is the foot floppy? No tension here in the leg. The muscle's job is to protect the joints. If you hold the muscles tight, it's counterproductive in the Yin practice. You can even have your arm here under this knee, or you can maybe bend it slightly higher so that it supports your chest.
And just relax.
So explore little movements, little shifts, just to find a place where you feel this is really sweet. Where you find that discomfort, try to gently stretch into that, melt and soften in that space. Just breathing, whenever the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. Right. I think we can just hold it now for 2 more deep breaths. So pay attention if emotions come up. Maybe just acknowledge the emotion. I can see you. It's okay. Welcome here. And breathe into that. Breathe into it. If it's somewhere in the body, feel into that. And slowly stack the spine. Right, and now we're going to go back into the sleeping swan. So from here, bend your right leg and then take it behind you, either halfway for the baby swan, where you can come forwards here. If you're in the baby swan, make sure there's space between the knee and the outer palm space so that you can get a stretch here for the back inner thigh and then go forwards over the leg. Or if you're in the sleeping swan, then you can take the leg all the way back. So you stretch out, you back off the front knee and come forwards, releasing down. I want to share with you a poem from Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We are all born to make manifest the glory of the God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Just take a moment to reflect on that. Visualize you breathe that light in. Allow the light to dissolve all the fear.
Feel that sweet stretch here on the
Outside of the thigh, into the buttock area. Maybe you can even feel this in the hamstring of this front leg, at the sit bone area. Just one more deep breath. Right, to come out of this, we're going to come up into the dolphin. So interlace your fingers to strengthen our abdominals. So interlace the fingers, turning the back toes under, and then push into the forearms and the back foot and lift off that front leg. Bring the front foot to the back foot. Now in the dolphin first group, you can be on your knees or on the toes. It really doesn't matter. It still strengthens the core. It might be slightly more challenging. It's a longer way to go down if you're on the legs than when you are on the knees. As you hinge forwards from the elbows, let your throat be just above your thumbs. So shoulders slightly in front of the elbows. So inhale, lift the bum high. As you exhale, slide forwards, hover above the floor. Breathe in and lift. Move the breastbone towards the knees, move away from the elbows, and as you exhale, you come forwards. You hang here, push into the heels, lift the belly button into your spine. You hang above the floor. Inhale, lift. So this is an inversion here. The head is below the heart. It strengthens the upper body. It helps us also to eliminate around the shoulders. Exhale, come forwards. And in this forward movement, we tone our abdominal muscles and strengthen the arm muscles. Inhale, lift back into dog. Strong weight-bearing exercise here on the forearms. Exhale, come forwards. Feel the power in your Manipura, your third chakra, powerhouse. Inhale, lift back up into dog. Dolphin, sorry. Exhale, come forwards. And now you can bend your knees and come down onto the floor. Right, so let's just finish now and we can do one symmetrical pose. We've done a lot of asymmetrical postures. So we can come into our seal or just for 2 minutes, or you can come into the swing, the seal when you come up, or you can stay on the elbows in the swings. So you have a choice. And then, of course, by moving the hands further away or bringing it closer will change the intensity for you of the stretch, or shall I say, the compression in the back. It is not about being high, it's about where does you feel you need this tonight. If you go higher, it will bring more compression, a stronger compression into the lumbar 5. If that's too intense for you, then slide your hands forwards. Other option is to slightly engage the inner thighs, or play around with your feet, take them wider and see if that decreases the intensity for you. And now we just hang here like a hammock. Let your spine hang soft. All the back muscles hang like hammocks. Visualize you breathing in from your pubic bone all the way up to your crown. And then the breath slide on your back. And you're just hanging. Hanging and riding the wave of the breath. Beautiful back bend. When we're done half saddle, we open the quads and we stretch the front of the thighs more. Now we stretch more the upper body, the front of the upper body. And of course, if you go higher here in your seal, then you will feel it stronger in the hips and maybe in the thighs as well. If you go lower down, you'll feel it more here in the abdominal area, opening under the diaphragm. Nice release and massage for all our digestive organs. Or nice stretch. Every time when you take a deep breath, you give an internal massage for your organs. Right, so you're going to slowly come down onto your front, and you can just roll onto your back. We have, you can just roll onto the back. We have 10 minutes left. So first of all, just check in and feel the rebounds of the body. Feel all the sensations, the pulsing, the streaming, the life force. Feel the effect of the practice. So if you wish, you can do your, you have two options. You can do your banana. You can do 3 minutes each side during your savasana. Then you take your, starting with your arms here to either side, either left or the right, whatever you feel to do. Or the other option is you can start your savasana with the flying butterfly, so to stretch the inner thigh. So you can either want to get a lateral inner thigh stretch, or you can do your lateral stretch. So this can be 3 minutes for banana, and then 3 minutes on the other side. And for flying butterfly, you can either stay for 3 minutes, or you can stay for 6, or till the end. And while you're in the shapes, I will give you a guided visualization. So starting with your choice, yogi's choice, your responsibility. So come into your shape, and now it's starting the timer. And now with your eyes closed, all you are aware of is the sound of your breath. The in and the out. The coming and the going. And here behind your closed eyelids, look up as if you're looking up into your brow. So look up into your brow. And you may experience some flickering of the eyelids, and that is perfectly normal. That is what we call REM, repetitive eye muscle movement. We get that during a deep dreaming or in hypnosis. That takes us immediately by looking up into your alpha brain states. Next exhalation, relax the eyes and let your gaze fall down into your heart. And feel the whole of your body just melting and relaxing. Taking your awareness to the crown of your head and imagine a white healing light, like a ball of mist in your favorite color, starts to enter the crown of your head. And it filters down into the head and it relaxes all the muscles of the scalp and the forehead. It melts away any tension. It moves down into the eyes and the cheeks, into the jaw. And it flows down into the throat. And it moves into the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders. And then it starts to roll down to the arms, relaxing the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists and the palms of the hands and the fingers. And the mist descends into the upper chest and moves into the heart and the lungs. It relaxes all the external and the internal muscles of the chest. And then it moves into the belly. External and internal muscles of the belly relax. Upper belly and lower belly. And then it moves into the pelvis. And it relaxes as this soft ball of mist descends into the pelvis. It moves into the hips, into the thighs. It unwinds the knees like string of ropes. And it descends into the shins, the calves, the ankles, the heels, the soles of your feet, all the way up to your toes. Relaxing mist melting and descending from the crown down to your feet, relaxing every muscle, every nerve and every fiber. Now you can change sides. If you're in banana, it's moving the body, the arms and the legs to the other side. If you're in the butterfly, you can straighten the legs and bring the arms down. And the whole of your body now completely relax with the soft mist. It's filling every cell in your body and then it's spread out and around you. It creates an aura of light of your favorite color, like a halo surrounding your body. And this healing light is now expanding and it fills the room and it fills the building and it touches every creature, animal or plant, near you and around you and humans. It's spreading soft, relaxing mist. And you feel as though you are starting to float. Just floating, and this mist is like a soft cloud, and you feel as you are floating on a cloud. Just floating and drifting along. The body is completely relaxed. All you're aware of is your breath. The coming and the going, the in and the out. You listen to the sound of the breath. It sounds like a distant river. The in and the out. it sounds like the ocean, the waves crashing on the seashore. You're aware of parts of the body that feels light as a feather floating on a cloud. But maybe in this floating, drifting feeling, there is a feeling of heaviness and surrendering, of melting and drifting away, floating and drifting, or sinking and melting. The whole of the body surrounded by this healing light, this healing mist. As you're just resting now, so you can now come out of your shape and maintaining in the stillness and this calmness of the mind. You're just resting here now, surrendering, melting and drifting, feeling at peace. And now let your awareness rest in your heart. Imagine a seed of golden light expanding from your chest center with every breath and expanding in your heart and the whole of your chest. And then allow this light of love and compassion to spread wider and wider. And sending this love and compassion now to parts of the world or places or people, or maybe specific people who you want this compassion and love to go. And send it to them with the metta, the words of metta. May all beings, everyone, experience complete freedom. May we all be happy wherever we are, regardless of our circumstances. May we all be at peace, accepting our inability to control life. And most of all, may we all be willing to open our hearts to true love, to kindness, to joy, and to acceptance. Now let your light shine. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Let your light shine. We are all meant to shine. Now you can slowly start to imagine you walking back here to the real world. You're descending from your cloud back here onto your mat. Feel yourself back on the mat. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes to get your essence back into your extremities. Take the arms over your head, of a long stretch. And as you bring the arms down by your side, make your right leg long, make your left leg long. A little bit of winding exercise here in the pelvis. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left movement. Make one leg long and then the other up and down movement of the pelvis. And now squeeze the right buttock, the left buttock, right buttock, left buttock. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Roll from side to side. Let your feet flop like cow wipers. It's rolling over the buttocks. Good, and relax. Feel that. Nice release in the pelvis, in the lower belly. Hug your knees onto your chest. Roll to your right side. And you can stay here to rub the palms of your hands together. Build a lot of energy and heat between your hands. And now cup your hands and place them over your eyes. Add sparkle to your eyes. Look up and down, right to left, left to right. And then draw the hands away from you, present your left hand. And come up from your right hand side. So come sitting, your palms together. So when we press into our palms, we connect with the heart. And if we then press the palms against the breastbone, it massages our vagal nerve, which stimulates the pituitary pineal glands, and it relaxes the mind. And it brings clarity to the mind. Then bring your thumbs to your forehead, reminding us to stay mindful and open to our inner knowing and intuition. Bring your thumbs back to the heart, reminding us about love and compassion that rests here. And then have a last stretch. And as we bow to the earth, we bow in gratitude for her support and in appreciation for our miraculous human body. Inhale, come up, bring your palms to your heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me here.